Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Martians and aliens. We're not speciesists on this channel. Everybody's welcome. My name is Alan, and welcome to Mars, the Second Genesis. So the images we're going to be looking at today are from the back here, all across here, and up top. And we're going to be viewing them in X3D. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with viewing in X3D, there's a link in the description, and I suggest you go and watch the video. It's not a difficult thing to view in X3D. Most people get it within a few minutes. Okay guys, this one here is something special. This is what I live for. When I seen this, the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end, and I had no doubt that these were structures. So I'll give you a pan through, and you can judge for yourself. If we start at this point here, we can see this is a block here. Just look at the way it's put together. Now, they've obviously put this sand in there. If that wasn't there, you would see this is a structure. And this here speaks for itself. I mean, just look at the curves on that, the way it's put together. Absolutely beautiful structures. And this as well. And if we look at the front here, I'll zoom into this one, give you a wee pan through. Our main anomaly is this. Now, this is actually, I would say, it reminds me of some of the World War II Nazi bunkers. But you can see the way that slopes and the angles here, that this is not natural. And if you look here, the way this curves round, we can clearly see this is some sort of structure here, and this bit here. And look at the way that curves. And for our next series of anomalies, I shall just zoom in and pan through. And if we look at this series of bits and pieces, if you look at the pattern on this bottom piece here, and we look at this, I'll zoom in a wee bit, like you see. And we've got triangular pieces here. And this piece here, all these pieces. Look at this on the hill here, and this here, triangular. I mean, we can clearly see they're not rocks. I'd like to draw your attention to this. Look up on the hill here. all this here. And our main anomalies are these here. We can clearly see these are not rocks. We've got this here, look the way that's shaped. This here. So there's quite a lot to see in this one. As usual, guys, I'll put the link in the description where you can download these images and view them for yourselves. For our next anomaly, or series of anomalies. Now these ones we have to look quite close. Okay, we'll start at the back. Now look at carving in that rock. And this here. I'll zoom in a wee bit more. See the shapes on that. Look at the angle of the back there. We've got some more carving on the front here. Now this one, I will pan through for you. Wait you see this. A fully intact structure. I mean, look at these bits here. The bit at the bottom there, how that, see the light bit, it goes at an angle, 90 degrees. Look at this bit at the front, the way it's angled. And this piece here. Oh, what's that? That looks like a fully intact structure. We'll get back to that in a wee minute. We shall just zoom in here and I'll show you this piece. Now we have a triangle there. Almost looks like a roof apex. Could be a roof apex with some sculpting work here. I'll zoom in and let you see that part. And as we move along, we can see this is sculpted as well. Just look at the angles here. And look at the angle there. And we move along, we've got an area here where this might be some carving inside. And if we look at the shape of this, but if you look at the whole thing as a package, we can clearly see that's a structure. And boy, it is some structure. And again, we've got another series of bits and pieces and structure on the hill. And we can see this is pointed here. We've got this pointy bit. And this looks like the roof of another structure. And we've got this bit here. If that sand wasn't there, I think they put this in to break this up so you think it's a series of rocks. But we can clearly see here, that looks like a roof. And this could be the main part of the structure. Look at all this down here. I'll zoom in and let you see this a bit better. And we've got this series of things here, triangular pieces. But this is our main anomaly here. Now, to me, have some sort of, this could be a window. We could see we've got a slot here as well. You just look at the shape of it. You can clearly see that could be a structure. And we can see by the markings in the sand that this is all together. And then there's this. This is our main anomaly here. Look at this here. And then we've got this. Look at it in the sand as well, how this comes round, and it seems to be all part of the one thing. And just follow that. And this here, you can clearly see that's carved. This bit at the back, and this. Now this one's very cool. This is our main anomaly here. Now they've butchered this, they've put these artefacts in, but you can clearly see some ornamentation there. And this is like a roof, and we've got these wee bits sticking out. And this here. Now I've actually done one in black and white, and I've enhanced it a bit so we can see a wee bit clearer. And we can clearly see that's unnatural. It looks as if this is all part of the one thing. Now for our last anomaly is this. I'll zoom in and pan through. Just examine it all. And this is our main anomaly here. Now I have actually done a black and white version, darkened it down a bit to bring out this sculpting. And look at this here. And this. So zoom in a bit and just look at each piece. Now we can see that there is not natural. That piece, just look at that curve and the ornamentation on it. And we've got this. We've got hard angles. And then this is our main anomaly. Okay, let's take a wee look at this sculpting. Now we can clearly see it's some sort of ornamentation, but it's quite difficult to make out what it is. But you can clearly see that's not natural. So I thought at first this was a face, two eyes, nose and, mouth. But if we look at this here, on closer inspection, it could be part of a roof or a bit of a structure. See, as we can see in the main thing here, it does actually look like a structure. So that'll do it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.